Today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
You're listening to today's best music, Magic 89.9. It's Hannah here from Wake Up Manila, and joining me is the beautiful and talented Rita Ora. Oh my gosh. You are so beautiful, by the way, and I'm such a big
my
fan.
God. Thank you. So you look amazing. This is like the
Thank
new way
you.
of doing interviews now.
I know. It's like, can you hear me? Can you see my screen? Right? Just a few things, Big fan of you.
I'm so happy we're able to talk and carry on and move forward and give the fans what they deserve. Yes.
You're giving me oh my gosh. Thank you so much for making time for us. Your Philippine fans love you. So I am still listening to your Phoenix album. Your song, Lonely Together, jams, bops.
Thank you.
And so I heard that you actually have an upcoming EP with Kasak DJ and Iman Beck. In 3 words, how would you describe that newest EP?
Oh, it's just such a transformative experience. It is a creatively evolving world. I mean, I know that's not 3 words, but it has so many elements of artistry that I've just never even discovered myself if it wasn't for, the climate that we're in, unfortunately, at the moment. I have had so much time to adapt and think and make a record that for me really sort of challenges me. And collaboration is one of my fortes. I love collaborating. I've been collaborating a lot in my career so far. So this was just another one of those things. It was like, let's all collaborate, but we never saw each other, it was all done over Zoom, done over emails and all digital. So it was such a crazy experience. But yeah, this is like a fun, musical, energy. And
I like that.
It's a lot of my love for dance music. I came in the industry with Hot Right Now, which is a drum and bass dance song. And so for me, I wanted to always not have a nod to it because I've been such a fan of dance music since the start.
It's definitely a bang out. That's what it's called. Right.
Yes,
bang
it's
out.
Called bang.
Bang. Love that. Oh my goodness. So you mentioned that you actually never met these producers. You did this through Zoom. How does that work? How does the creative process differ from face to face?
Oh my God, it's so different. I mean, it really has. You miss so many things. Obviously, when you're in a recording studio, you have the energy, you can vibe off each other, you can see if something comes out, someone might do something and someone else will be like, oh, that's actually good. And then they'll be like, really? But with this, you don't really see anyone. So you have to just guess and imagine what they're doing and send it back. And then they have notes and then you have to wait a few days, get the notes back. In those moments, you don't really get the vibe because in the moment in the studio, you're like, okay, we're here right now. And then sometimes when you walk out of that studio, you don't get the same vibe when you go back, So you have to really work really hard to mentally get back to where you were. But, it was a lot of patience, a lot of emails that had to be translated because we had a language barrier as well. Yeah, but this is what I mean. Music has no language. So it's amazing that we were able to make an album like this.
It's for everybody, definitely. I'm so excited. I actually listened to a few songs already. I'm lying. I listened to all 4 songs.
Yes.
All of it. She's like, no. The one that stood out for me that triggered a core memory was Bang Bang because I was like, oh my God, I remember this.
Yeah, good sample. Yeah, we used the Beverly Cop sample and it was a very, recognizable melody. So for my childhood, it was like, oh my God, this is bringing me back all the way when I was a kid. And when I heard it, I was like, well, if I'm feeling this, then other people are going to feel this too. So I'm happy we put that on the EP.
I love that. You have a lot of mix of 80s, old school vibes, but also modern pop. How did you decide which influences of the past work best combined with modern music? With that sample?
Yeah, so I think it was a collaborative musical journey. So, Imanbek had a few ideas. He would send me beats. I would then sort of sing the songs, write some things, send them back to him. And he would send me back things that I like this, I don't like that. And over the course of time, I started to really trust myself. You know, I trusted my decisions. I started to believe in myself. And I feel like with everything going on, you know, it's so hard to stay motivated. And for me, what kept me motivated was really this music and making this project. And I had a lot of help, and I was very grateful to have other musicians like Imanbek, David Guetta, Gunnar, Kia, like from all over the world. You know, so for me, this is an international EP, and it was really to represent that music has no boundaries, and no matter where you are in the world, you can really make music. And whoever you are, wherever you are in the world, you represent where you're from, and you come together. And so that's what this EP is about.
Yeah, the creative juices are just on fire right now because we're all stuck at home, right? So you're like, you know what? Let's make something good out of this. And thank you so much for that, because all of us listening out here are just so excited for this. So I wanted to ask you, which one you had the most fun recording? Because I didn't want to ask what's your favorite song, because you know what? Like, that's asking your favorite child, you know?
Yeah, true. It's true. I mean, you'll be surprised how many times they ask me that, to be honest. My favorite one to record, I think for me, was Big, you know? Big is what it is in the title. It felt big. It felt like it was just such a vibe. And I recorded it, and I almost challenged myself how I sang it, because I'm like rapping, singing, you know? Usually I'm a vocalist, you know? I really love to sing. If you've ever seen my shows, I'm very much like live vocals always, you know? So for me, this was a challenge, because I kind of, you know, I was rapping, singing, and there was another song called Mood, which is definitely more of like gangster, like this is Rita, where she grew up.
Like a little gangsta chavvy vibes. Love that.
This was like a gangster moment of, this is where I loved it. I thrive. I mean, I've loved all types of music. So this was really influenced from so many different genres.
What type of energy did you try to imbibe here? Like, is there an artist where you were like, I'm gonna try to be like this when I'm gangster, feeling, you know,
Yeah, I mean, there's always an artist. I always pretend like I'm a rapper in my head. I'm always a bit like, okay, how come rappers can do this? Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm always like, and sometimes when I'm on the mic, I'm like, yeah, and
yeah.
And I'm like, what's good?
What's good, everybody?
Yeah.
Love that.
And then my team is like, okay, enough now. Can you sing? I'm like, okay.
Okay, I'm in character. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it's true. I really do. I get into a character. I get into like, you know, Rita Ora in the house and with her family is different to Rita Ora on stage. And I've always kept that separate. You know, I always love to turn it on. I always love to be this incredible entertainer, because it's my dream. I live my dream every single day, and I'm always so grateful about it. But then when I'm at home, I'm like really lazy. I work out, and then I like don't get dressed up. I'm like in my sweats, and I'm just kind of like, hi.
Yeah. You know, a lot of people think that celebrities are perfect and living perfect lives, but they're real people, you know? So I wanted to ask also, what were the challenges that you had to overcome in this EP, apart from the Zoom thing?
A lot, you know. I think creatively, obviously physically, we were all very much isolated for the majority of last year. And so, you know, my creative juices kind of weren't really there, you know, and I kind of felt like, I think a lot of people can relate to me, that there was really a lot of things going wrong, and people kind of not feeling like they had the support, you know, not seeing people that we usually see all the time. I mean, the world was really, and still is, unfortunately, but you know, it was such a hard thing for us as humans to adjust to. So I wasn't even thinking about making music, you know. I was just kind of like, whatever. And then something came over me, and I had a lot of time to myself, and I started writing a diary, and I was like, you know, I would really love to lyrically put down what I think I could sing about. So I just started to write things down, and I thought, well, why not reach out to some people and see what they will send me? Let's see, you know. I wasn't really expecting anything out of that. And it really turned into a creative process with machines and like robots and talking through each other, and the time zones are different. And I thought, wow, this is crazy. And I think through that, I wanted to prove that there really is no boundary to making a solid body of music. And I loved it when albums were like one producer, one artist, like Timbaland and Aaliyah, and like, you know, Justin Timberlake and Pharrell Williams. And it was like wow, these people must have lived together. But for me, we really did all live together in the sense of through communication and
Yeah.
Zoom. It was our only kind of thing that we felt like was keeping us alive.
It was like a safe space for making music, right?
Right. And
Love
that's what
that.
I think we all connected to, like from all different worlds, like Kazakhstan and Getter in Miami, Gunner in LA, Key in South America. You know, it was all like, wow, we actually feel like we have a purpose. So it made us all feel like we could come together.
And we are so excited to hear it. A lot of your Filipino fans, you came here in 2019, I believe, and your fans are wondering.
Love the Philippines.
You loved it? Really? Oh,
Yeah,
that makes me feel so good. I bet they were singing along to your song, huh? They were singing with you, huh?
Yeah, you guys were every word. I was like, I don't want to leave. I have to come back, and it's so fun. And it was like just a dream. So I'm definitely, fingers crossed, hopefully gonna come back.
Yay! Love it. Are you considering having like an online concert or some sort?
Yeah, actually, there's something dropping very soon for a festival that we've done, and it's going to be out. It's about 35 minutes long, and I think with this project, we're definitely going to put something together for an EP special, a Bang special.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's in the works. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be artistic and dramatic. It's going to be amazing.
We love it. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for spending time with me. You made my day.
Oh, thank you so much for asking such lovely questions.
Do you have any last words to your Filipino fans out there or the people in Magic listening?
Everyone at Magic and all to my Filipino fans, thank you for the endless years of support and courage. Thank you for giving me a reason to wake up every morning. And also, please enjoy the music because I only do it for you. So thank you so much.
Yay! Bang is coming out on February 12th, I believe, with a short film as well. Something to look forward to.
Yes.
Fingers crossed. Okay. So thank you so much, Rita Ora. Thank you, everybody, for listening. You're listening to today's best music. We are Magic 89.9.